So I live in Colombia. To put you in context, one United States dollar is worth 3,745 pesos of my country. Why is this important? We're going to be talking today how FIFA and the whole series is basically this big problem for myself and other people that are living in countries that maybe have wages that are just not enough to buy this game yearly. So let's start to let clear what is the minimum wage in my country. It would be 877 pesos, which averages 234 United States dollars. To compare this to United States, in the United States, the minimum wage is 1,056 dollars, which is 5.362 times more than when we are in my country. So, the average wage is going to be 1,160,000 pesos, going to be equivalent to 310 United States dollars, basically. So, FIFA 21 is worth $60, as all of you know. In my country, in Steam, the game is worth 240,000 pesos, which is $64, right? These $64 are going to be basically 27.34% of the minimum wage of my country, which is absolutely ridiculous. So, what is going wrong here? Probably most of you are going to say it's my country's fault. You might be thinking, what am I getting to with all of this, talking about my country and how the game is very expensive in my country, right? Basically, this is like some sort of a rant talking about how I cannot afford the game right now and how I may not be playing FIFA next year. But all of this line of thinking that I cannot buy the game next year is going to take me to the next thing that I want to talk about, and it's how making the game a yearly release of a triple A game price of $60, it's basically killing the game and it will kill the game at some point, because I do believe that in each year, in each release, as you guys have seen and experienced for yourselves, we don't get that much changes to pay $60 more to play a whole different title, because it really is most of like the same title. We have been using the Frostbite game engine since 2017's game. The mechanics are always almost the same. They get a little bit changed, the meta changes, and the players a little bit changed. Ultimate Team usually has a couple of changes from 19 to 20. We didn't even get a card design change, which is actually ridiculous. We have very few changes to career mode. Kickoff mode gets like nothing at all. We basically only get new kits and stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that EA Sports have to do an important investment in licensing the game, licensing the teams, licensing the jerseys, the competitions, and all this stuff. But I just think that making this game a yearly release is not going to be something good in the long term for EA Sports or their customers. So let's take a look at these charts right here. The microtransactions in Ultimate Team and the percentage of the sales that EA Sports made that year. You're gonna see here 2016 they made $660 million only on Ultimate Team microtransactions, which equivals to 15% of their sales, of their total sales, which is a lot. But now let me go to 2019, $1.37 billion, which is going to be equal to 28% of their yearly sales, which is absolutely ridiculous. Basically, FIFA 20 would need to sell 25 million copies to equal the revenue in microtransactions that made only from Ultimate Team. We know that there has been a player dip from FIFA 19 to FIFA 20 from people that basically didn't bought the game. And we also know that The FIFA 20 did not sell 25 million copies. We're very much aware of that. So what is going to be my purpose over here? Because I am taking a hit on the game. I am saying that the yearly release is not a good thing. Particularly, most of the countries are gonna have a rough time buying the game, and they are having a rough time buying the game. And most of the people, $60 is a lot of money. So my purpose to solve this is make the game only a one-time pay for $60. Maybe so you just release a title called FIFA Soccer or something like that, FIFA Football, $60, and you get access to all that you have right now in FIFA Ultimate Team, Career Mode, Kickoff, Pro Clubs, every single thing, and every year you will be getting for free the update that we are right now basically paying $60 for, right? And then maybe when we get a new game engine, which is also going to be usually coinciding with the next generation of consoles, they can maybe release another title for around $60. They will basically be $60 each 5 years, making the game's lifespan a lot longer. And in the long run, I'm sure this is going to benefit their profit because more people are getting access to the game. There's only one paywall, and they are more exposed to these microtransactions. They're more exposed and more probable of people buying packs, buying all this stuff that they are selling in Ultimate Team. Basically, FIFA points and packs. That's not the only thing they sell. But I think this would basically help the game because we love football. We love everything that surrounds football. That's why we play FIFA. And I hate that I feel like EA are just taking advantage of that and they're just selling us basically the same game over and over again. See, I just don't think it's fair that most of us have to pay $60 yearly for this game that gets little to no updates. And we're basically paying for licensing each and every year. And it's just not fair. I think it's not fair, especially with the revenue they're making from Ultimate Team. I'm convinced that if they try this approach that I'm telling you of making the game just a one-time paywall and then just moving on for like 5 or 6 years before a new game engine is released or maybe a new generation of consoles is released, with such a big lifespan, more people are going to be exposed to the game, more people are going to be spending money in the game, getting new cards, getting new packs. Obviously, Ultimate Team will reset every real life season, just like it's doing right now. Every August, it will restart, you know, keeping the game fresh, all of this. This is what I'm proposing. Because basically, right now, I'm in a situation where I need to get $60 to basically keep the channel running and to keep playing FIFA with FIFA because I love football and I want to play this game. And I just don't think it's fair with the effort that they are putting in. They're putting in little to no effort to get the game better. But I would really like to know your guys' opinion on this topic. This is a topic that I haven't really seen on the internet because $60 or £60 usually in the UK and the United States are not that much money. But over here, the $60 is a shit ton of money. And I would really like to know your guys' opinion of this. Maybe I'm a little bit off of the bar. Maybe I'm a little bit crazy with this opinion that I'm handing out right now. But I would just like to know. I would like to know. Leave your opinion in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.